It's your girl, Mindy C, coming at you from Michigan. Mindy C on Saturday night. If you are live with me, you will see that red live button box right up there in the corner. Drop me a 1. Say hi, hello. If you missed me, that's okay. No problem. Say hi, hello. And I'll come by and say hi, hello. Eventually in a few days. I'm behind on my commenting. I'm making some keto Cheetos tonight. So this is a new recipe for me, you guys, and it seems pretty easy, other than a few things that you have to prep a little bit, but that's no problem. Hey, Mary, what's going on? Tonight I'm making keto Cheetos on a Saturday night. You need to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. I do have the recipe posted up in the header, okay, you guys? Preheat your oven. You'll need a couple cookie sheets lined with parchment paper. You'll also need a quart size Ziploc bag. Now, I don't have a quart size bag, so I am going to use a gallon, but you're using it for piping. Maybe I'll get a smaller bag. I don't know, but you're going to be piping this. Hey, Jackie, how are you doing? Hey, Vivian, nice to see you. Hey, Lee. Hey, Lisa. I'm making keto Cheetos tonight. So the prep involves freezing your shredded cheese. So it calls for 3 ounces of shredded cheese, and you need to freeze it for at least up to an hour, if not overnight. Well, I always keep shredded cheese in my freezer because I buy it in bulk anyways, because we're going to crumble it. So we want to get those shredded cheeses in the smallest form as we can get. So I'm going to grab that. I got some powdered cheese. Now this is completely optional. I got this from the Chicago Spice House. This has 0 carbs in it. It's a dehydrated powdered sugar or powdered cheddar cheese. That is optional. You do not have to have that, but I'm going to add that. So even if you have like popcorn cheese seasoning, you could add a little bit of that. But this is completely optional. You can totally do it with shredded cheese, egg whites, cream of tartar, and almond flour. So you don't need this. So this is just for a little extra cheesiness. That's what I'm doing. Hey, Shorin Williams, how are you doing? Hey, Nella, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Marty, I'm making keto Cheetos tonight. And I'm going to get the cheddar cheese out of the freezer right now. Again, I buy it in a 5-pound bag at Sam's Club or Costco, and I always divide it up into baggies, and then I pull it out as I need it. It freezes and then unthaws really easily. So super duper easy. So frozen cheese, but you can also put it on a plate and freeze it for an hour and then come back to it, or just put it in the night before and get it. Hey, Crystal, how are you doing? All right, let me get I'm gonna get my scale because I'm gonna weigh out 3 ounces. Whoops, let me get my cup on there. So I'm using my Ninja cup. So because that's what I'm gonna use anyway. So I'm gonna use my Ninja cup. I'm gonna get me a cup. So 3 ounces is gonna be 3/4 cup, for if you don't know that. So 1/4 cup is usually 1 ounce. But we'll measure it out. We'll measure it out. So I got my Ninja. The cheese is going the frozen cheese is going right into the bag there. And a little hard to maneuver, but that's okay. We'll make it work. I'm not getting much out there. Almost there. I got to get to the bottom I got a big old cheese. Let's pull this. Look at that big old cheese chunk right there. Let's just pull that out for a second. And then I can get all the loose stuff. There we go. So I'm putting 3 ounces of frozen cheese in there, and that's about 3 ounces right there. Boom. So that's what it says on the scale. So you can weigh it on the scale, or you can use 1/4 cup is 1 ounce. So you would use 3/4 cup of shredded frozen cheese to get here. Well, let me put this big old cheese block back in there. Hey, Pina, how are you doing? Hey, Rachel. Hi. Nice to see you on here on a Saturday night. I'm making keto Cheetos tonight. Super easy, but there is a little prep in them, so you gotta freeze the cheese, but that's it pretty much. But 4 ingredients: you need a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper, 2 cookie sheets lined with parchment paper, and it's gonna get a little loud. So I've got my frozen cheese, and then I'm gonna put a couple tablespoons of the cheese powder in there. And again, you guys, the cheese powder is optional, so don't freak out if you don't have it. Everybody's got cheese, and then cream of tartar, so you might have to go get cream of tartar. Not everybody carries cream of tartar. So I'm just going to put a couple tablespoons of this delicious cheese powder in there. Again, I got that from Chicago Spice House, and you can go online and get it from, they have a website. You can order right from the website. So I went to actual Chicago and I got it, but you can totally order online. Throw that in there, and then you're going to want to put it in, I'm putting it in my Ninja with the blades, but if you have a food processor with blades, you can use that too. And you're going to pulse it 12 to 15 times, because what you want to do is we want to break this frozen cheese. So that's why you freeze it, so it's stiff, so it's not soft. So, and then we're just going to pulse it. And that is it. So pulse it so it gets like a powdery consistency right there. So some of it's stuck up here. So I'm going to pull this off very carefully. Oh, it's all stuck around the corner. So I'll just get a spoon out. So there we go. So this is what the frozen, I'm going to pull that aside. I'm going to scrape the sides of that because it's stuck a little bit. Again, you don't need a lot. Break up that cheese a little bit more. But you want to have it in, it's like a crumbly, so it's nice and smooth, or I don't know what you want to call it. I guess the smallest cheese form you can get. Put it in there and make it crumbly. So there you go. That is 3/4 cup of cheese. We are going to set that aside because now we got to mix up the egg whites. Hey Shelly, how are you doing? Hey Angela, nice to see you. I've got just a regular bowl. I've got 4 egg whites at room temperature in here. And that's all you need in the bowl. You need an electric mixer. And you need 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. So you can get that at any grocery store. They have the cream of tartar. So we need 1/4 teaspoon of that. And that's going right into the egg white mixture. And then we are going to mix it with the electric beater until it gets a stiff peak. Hey Cindy, how are you doing? Nice to see you. All right, what's everybody doing on the Saturday night? Let me put that over there. I gotta make some room. So there we go. This is gonna get loud, but I'm gonna read your comments. What the hell? My damn mixer's not even turned on right now. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me turn the mixer on. Here we go. Technical difficulties. There we go. So about a medium heat until that egg white forms a stiff peak. So you're just going to keep mixing it. It usually takes about 5 minutes. Not too long. You'll see your egg whites get all nice and stiff there. Hey Sharon, how are you doing? Nice to see you. All right, I'm going to come over by these comments while I'm... Hey Shelly, Angela, hey Kathy, what's going on? Gotta watch my egg whites there. So we're making keto Cheetos tonight, you guys. Super duper easy. And I'm mixing up the egg whites right now until I get a nice stiff peak. Hey Carol, how are you doing? Hey Lisa, hey Lois, hey Tiffany. Nice to see you. There we go. It's coming out real good, you guys. It's coming out real good. Again, a stiff peak, so usually like 5 minutes. Not too long. Super duper easy. Let me move these comments up. Alright, hey Belinda, what's going on? Getting there. Nice to see you too, Sharon. From Florida. Alright, super loud. Alright, that looks good. That looks about good. Alright, so that looks good. So get that, those egg whites, again, get those egg whites till you get that stiff peak there, okay? And that was a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar and 4 at room temperature egg whites. And then you beat it with a beater. And then you've got your crumbled cheese that we just crumbled up in the Ninja or food processor or however you want to do that. So we're just going to pour this crumbled cheese right into this mixture and we're going to fold it in nice and gently. So that is it. So the extent of this recipe is the longest part is if you would have to freeze the cheese. Other than that, it's going to come together fairly quick for you. And then, so I got the 3 ounces of cheese, a couple tablespoons of cheese powder, and then I've got 2 tablespoons of almond flour. And we're gonna put that in there, and we are just going to fold that in there because you want to keep as much air in these egg whites as you can. So we are just going to fold in that so we can combine everything really nice and gently. So again, you want to keep most of the air in there, so no heavy stirring, just real light, and get everything coated and everything combined. And then we are going to put it in a bag and we are going to pipe it. So super duper simple. That is it. Mix those egg whites up. And what'd you get? I was going to buy, waffle today. Oh yeah, you need to get a waffle maker to make those chaffles. Chaffles are great on this lifestyle. Yes. And chaffles are super duper easy, Sharon. I go super duper easy on chaffles. I do a half cup of cheese and 1 egg, and I mix it together. And sometimes I throw a little bit of seasonings in there, but I don't worry about looking up recipes for chaffles and everything. I try to keep it as simple as possible for me and my patients, because I don't have any patience most of the time. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? Hey, Patricia. Okay, so I'm going to put this mixture in my bag, and again I am using, oh man, I need to find a bigger spoon. Hold on a second. I didn't have a bigger spoon. Well, this one will work. We'll use this one. So again, a smaller Ziploc baggie will probably be a little bit better, but I only have the super small one, or I have the bigger one. So we are just going to put that mixture right into this bag, just like that. And then I'll seal it, I'll cut it, and then we will pipe it onto the tray and make some Cheetos. And then we're gonna bake it for 25 minutes, and then until they're golden brown. And then you are going to turn off the heat, and then you will leave them in the oven with the heat off for another 30 minutes. And then you can enjoy your Cheetos. So it takes a minute, but if you got some time on the weekend to make these types of things to get you through the week, these are great things to, this is what I would like to prep on. So things that I'm going to snack on. So I'm not like a real meal prepper, like I got to have like 6 dinners in there. I'm more of a, I would rather prep hard-boiled eggs. I would rather prep like snacky stuff like this that will get me by, because I'm a snacky person all day. So I come home from work on break and I want something quick. I want to grab something real quick and easy. Ham slices, pepperoni slices. So that's how I like to do it. So there we go. We've got the stuff in the bag. Get my cookie sheet, and we are going to probably cut just a little bit off there. So there we go. I'm going to cut a little bit off, and then we are going to pipe it onto this cookie sheet. Here we go. And you can make them all different shapes, you guys. So you can see how little you can do zigzag, so it will, you know, mimic Cheetos. You can do straight lines if you want. Squeezing. Oopsie. So, you know, there's no really wrong way or right way to pipe your Cheetos out onto this tray. You can make them a little bit bigger, you can make them a little bit smaller, but that's super, super duper duper easy. And this looks like it's gonna make a lot. I don't know exactly how many it's gonna make, but there are absolutely no carbs in the egg whites, and there's absolutely no carbs in the cheddar cheese, and there is probably 0.2 carbs in, no, I'm going to say there's 1 carb, because there's 2 tablespoons of almond flour, and 4 tablespoons of almond flour is 2 carbs. So there are 2 carbs going into this whole recipe. So if you eat all of these Cheetos, you guys, it is 2 carbs. So munch away on the Cheeto. All right, my Cheetos look sad, but that's okay because practice makes perfect. So next time I'll have a smaller bag. Maybe I'll get one of those cool piping machines. I don't know. But these are super duper easy. Once you freeze that cheese, you guys, that's basically all you have to do. And then cook it, and it's a waiting process. And then we are just piping it out onto the tray. And again, you can make zigzag shapes. You can make curls if you want. It doesn't really matter. It's your Cheetos. Hey Tina, how are you doing? Hey Angel, nice to see you. I'm making keto Cheetos tonight. And all I did was I took 3 ounces of frozen shredded cheddar, and then I put that in my Ninja machine so I could make cheese powder, I guess, or cheese crumbs. And I added some cheese powder to it, you guys. But again, if you don't have the cheese powder, that's okay. So, and if it doesn't look exactly perfect, like mine's not perfect, I'm just piping it out. Because it says you need 2 cookie sheets. And I will need 2 cookie sheets here. But I don't know how. Well, let's go this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I might need to get one of those Piper bags. But there's the keto Cheetos right there. So I'm going to send that over there. And then we'll pipe the rest of this stuff out of there. Hey, Mary, nice. Thank you for sharing, Mary. I appreciate that. Maybe I need to get some of this air out of here. Hold on a second. Maybe that's what I need to do. That way it'll work better. That's probably why you use a smaller bag. But obviously a gallon size bag works too. So there you go. So we'll put that back on there, and then we'll get that and pipe the rest of it. So again, if you're good at piping, it can go fairly fast. If your hole's not quite big enough down there, some of the cheese crumbles will get stuck, so you want to squeeze it gently to get that, because it's stuck right now. It is stuck. Hey, Sarah. No carbs, Sarah, in the cheese powder. That is like all natural cheddar cheese that's been powdered. So that is the good thing about buying from those stores that have all those natural. I'm having some difficulty. I'm gonna cut just a little bit bigger. I'm gonna get that so we can get that out of there. So no carbs. So there's 2 carbs in this whole recipe. So that is it. No carbs. And again, oh my God, I just look at it. It just came out like a big old blob. We'll fix that one. I knew it was stuck. There we go. Oh well. So I'm just going to make these ones a little bit bigger. That way we can go a little bit quicker. Again, yeah, so the cheese, the powdered cheese is optional. So if you don't have that, that's something that I added to this because I wanted them a little cheesier. So that's completely up to you. Just the 3 ounces of cheese will work just fine. Just fine. So if you do want it a little bit cheesier, then you'll add that cheese powder. So they make cheddar cheese popcorn salts, so you could use that. Or you could use, Kraft used to make up cheddar cheese powder. I'm not sure if they still do, but just check the carbs because the carbs on this are low. So the whole batch, again, is 2 carbs. So I am not going to feel bad about eating all of these Cheetos up all week long because it's only 2 carbs. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. I love a low-carb snack that's different than what I've been eating for the last 2 years, which is pork rinds, and, you know, I make my own crackers, my own almond flour crackers, so, but it's nice to have an option here. So Cheetos, I love Cheetos. I don't know about you. Oh, yeah, we're just making whatever I want on this platter. That's okay. I gotta fix that big old blob over there. So there we go. That's enough. You can probably squeeze more out of there. So I guess if you take your time with it, then it's going to look a little bit different. But again, you know, Cheetos don't come in all one shape. So you can make them all different shapes because Cheetos come in all different shapes. They probably do something similar to this too. And I gotta just fix this big old blob there and then we're good to go. Good to go. You have to refrigerate them after you put in, no. Nope. Once you put it in a baggie, you are piping it onto the thing. The only refrigeration that you need, I'm going to see what that is. Oh, it was a big old chunk of something. Probably almond flour. The only refrigeration you need is to freeze that 3 ounces of cheese beforehand. So just put it on a plate and spread it around and freeze it for an hour or overnight. Or like me, if you have the baggies already in there, you can just pull it out that way too. So however you want. So it does not have to be refrigerated. Again, the trick is to, after you get that stiff peak on that egg white, you guys, that is where you are going to fold in that cheese and that almond flour gently. So you want to keep as much, see how they're kind of airy still like that? And that is it. So they're going into the oven, they're baking. They're going to bake for 25 minutes. So I'm going to put one there and one there and set my timer for 25 minutes. And that's it. So obviously we are not going to sit on here for another hour. There we go. Oh, hold on. I can't get this damn cheese in this refrigerator. Hold on a second. There we go. If you twist the bag, okay. Yeah, I'm not a piper. So I've piped before, like when I do deviled eggs, but I'm not a huge piper, so that'll be something I'll have to, if these are good, if these are really, really good, then I'll definitely be piping a lot and practicing a lot. So I'll definitely do that. Hey Susan, how are you doing? Hey Val, hey Oscar, what's going on? Hey Kathy, hey Sandra, hey Rebecca. Jennifer, if you don't have a Ninja or a food processor, do you got one of those mini choppers? I don't know if you've seen them before. They're like a little tiny little mini chopper, and you can get those at usually any store for like $10. Those little, I used to have one. I don't think I have one before, but no, I don't have one. I don't have one. So if you don't have a Ninja, go out and get a Ninja, because I didn't have a Ninja before, and I absolutely love, love, love this. I don't even know if it's got any more parts, but you can put, my friend Denise, she puts Lakanto monk fruit sweetener, and you could do Swerve too, the granules. You put it in there and put it on your Ninja, and you make your own powdered sugar. So that was a trick that she did, and I love it. And so I make my own powdered sugar. I don't even buy my own powdered sugar replacement. I don't even buy it anymore. So go out and get a Ninja, but if you have a mini chopper, other than that, a knife and a cutting board. So that's the, if you don't have any of those, I mean, you could really take a sharp knife and just start, because what you're doing is you're just crumbling it up, and you should be able to cut it up real quick with a knife, I'm thinking. So that would work. So you got to basically chop those shredded cheeses up into like little pieces. So that would work. No food processor, no Ninja. Use a knife and a cutting board and see how it goes. You know, if it's a complete fail, then go out and get a chopper. Let me see. Woo! Hey, Pedro, what's going on? You have the Ninja Storm. I don't even know what that is. Is it a regular Ninja? I don't know. I bought it at Meijer because after I seen the powdered sugar trick, I went out and got me a Ninja. Because that's one thing that I usually always run out of is powdered sugar, and I use powdered sugar in everything. I don't even, if it says granulars, use granulars in a recipe, I still use powdered sugar. I just like using powdered sugar better than the granules. So every once in a while I'll use the granules, but I'll use powdered sugar for everything. I don't really care. Flax seeds, ooh, that's a good one too. Yeah, grind some flax seeds. Grind some flax seeds. What else can you grind in there? I guess sesame seeds. I've only done powdered sugar. I've made myself some smoothies in that Ninja. What else? And crumbled cheese. If you guys are just tuning in with me, I just made Cheetos. They're in the oven, so you are going to have to wait until I take a picture, because they're going to bake for 25 minutes and then they're going to rest for another, well, they're going to dry out in the oven without heat for another 30 minutes. So super duper easy recipe. But you have to freeze your cheese first. So freeze your 3 ounces of cheddar, shredded cheddar, and then you got 4 egg whites. It was literally 4 ingredients. I added the powdered cheese, so that made it 5. So 4 egg whites, cream of tartar, 2 tablespoons of almond flour, and 3 ounces of shredded cheese. And that was it. So total optional on that. Hey Jason, what's going on? Hey Jody, hey Sarah. Almond butter. I do have almond butter, but I've never made almond butter. So I do have almond. I want to get some coconut butter. So I love coconut butter. So I tried that over the weekend, and that is good. So I'm definitely going to get some coconut butter. Hey Glenda, what's going on? So that's what I got for you guys tonight. So Keto Cheetos. I just made them up super duper easy. Frozen cheese. I pulverized that into my Ninja to make a powdered cheese. And then I whipped 4 egg whites, cream of tartar until a stiff peak formed. And then I gently folded in that powdered cheese mixture and almond flour and then we put it in a Ziploc baggie, and then we piped it onto 2 cookie sheets with parchment paper, and that was it. And then it went in the oven. So it was really easy to make. So just, it takes a little bit longer to make. So definitely make these when you have a little bit of time, and maybe on a Sunday. Make them tomorrow or something. Yes, they sound good. I can't wait. So I'll definitely take a picture of these, guys. If these are good, I'll be making these all the time. Maybe I'll put them in a package and sell them on the street corner or something. All right, you guys. Until then, I'm going to wait for my Cheetos to get done in like... I didn't set this damn timer. Now, here I go again. So we're going to set it for... There we go. I got the timer set now. Forgot to set the damn timer. I thought I did anyways. But that's all I got for you. I am Mindy from Michigan, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll take a picture of these Cheetos. Recipes up top if you want to try it. And then I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys. Have a great night.